Dear diarrhea, diary full of shit, just play along with myself and I and no one else. I'm driving along and I'm on a main road, and there was a bunch of people on a side road looking to pull out onto this main road. I was like 7 cars. I'm in the great state of Mormon mania, and I kind of looked off in this valley, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is down there that all those people are leaving from, in the evening? And it's fairly late evening, it's like 7:30. What business or whatever is down there? That's where my mind went, because it seemed like a fairly high number of cars to be at that intersection, at the end of that road that came from that valley, this pristine, lush green valley with the sunshine in the great state of Mormon mania. Okay, Utah. And it got me thinking that, it looked like there was maybe some sort of quarry or some sort of plant down there. Like a quarry, not like a plant, like the plant, the vegetation, but, some sort of I don't know, electrical station or something down there, an oil field, tank farm configuration, where it was just sort of some dirt cut out of the land, that whatever, but it's still kind of a lot of people, Anyway, and it got me thinking, I've had dreams and stuff, where I've been in quarries and whatnot. Now, I don't remember most of my dreams, and some of my dreams are really weird. In fact, most of them. I don't remember most of them, and the ones that I do are weird, and they always have a special feel to them. They have a nostalgic feel to them, which I think is neat. And I have had dreams of quarry type environments. Not necessarily if I was a construction worker or a heavy equipment operator or anything like that, but so anyway, it got me thinking of that. Oh, so I guess that's kind of unimportant. Well, I don't remember what I was thinking. My mind wanders. But I looked at my reflection in my tablet on my dash, that has my GPS and all my load information stuff. And I'm sporting my beard. It's time for both my beard haircut and my hair. I got a shaggy mop. And for some reason, I'm headed to one of the DCs. They have a few different DCs in Mormon Mania. They love their DCs. And there's a guy, he was on a safety video, and his name, either his first or last name was named after some sort of tank. His name was Sherman Smith or Bob Abrams or something like that. So they called him Tank. And that's all I want to say. I don't want to give too much away. And for some reason, I don't remember if he had a beard or what, but my mind just jumps around sometimes. And so then I thought of a YouTube video in the beginning of the Iraq War, when we went over there officially, in 2003 or whatever. What was it, April 2003, something? And, so this is a video taken in 2004, 2005. The young G.I. Joes, they're modern, they're still early aughts, right? They're not as bad as they are now, but they're hoorah, war's hell, and we're over here to, we're over here, America, oil, red, white, and blue, apple pie. There must be some sort of way out of here. Only it's hot and sandy, or whatever's, they're kind of, hey, boys, calm down, or whatever, right? Shit. Y'all are living relatively comfortable. What do I know, right? Well, like I said, things have kind of changed. Although in the beginning there, there's a cover of dude on a magazine, and he was hunkered down behind a rock, and it's well, shit, here's a guy who looks like he's under fire, versus a guy who's part of a, barrage of rubber bands. All right, spray left to right, da, 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 da. You fuckers, da, 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 da. It's why? You're just hyped up. You're high on adrenaline. You haven't seen adrenaline yet, boy. Or whatever, right? Like I said, I'm just talking shit. But you're out in the open, and your commander's like, all right, everybody fire in this direction. Because I used to watch the videos and whatnot, right? Because they pop up. Because they had GoPro and whatnot. Like clips from Vietnam, or WW2, it's some guy, it's a film crew. But in, Iraq and Afghanistan, it's a guy with a camera on his helmet or his shoulder, which is interesting because it's like in the first person and stuff, so you can appreciate that. But me, as an armchair warrior, I'm kind of thinking, just shut up. Just shut up, Are you guys charging, from building to building? Actually, I guess they kind of did do that. Maybe I should shut up. But anyway, like I said, as an armchair warrior, I remember just thinking, calm down, It's you're not repping America very well, you know what I mean? Maybe you should be handing out, bubble gum and shit to the kids. Yeah, but they blow themselves up. Okay, I guess that was a thing in Vietnam, the mama sans and even the kids, where they were like, oh, hey, little kitty, boom, and stuff. But so after a while, they were just like, well, if they got slanty eyes, just lay them out, and just like that scene in Full Metal Jacket. If they run, they're VC. If they don't run, they're VC. In or hell, or whatever, and that animal mother dude or whatever. But, and then the guy or whatever, Joker, he's like, shit, but then by, after 6 months in country, as they say, he's just like, fuck it, this is what it is. Hey, I appreciate some downtime, a nice shave with hot water, and, good food, and, cold beer. Cold beer! It's not even warm, so whatever. Like I said, all I know is what I know from movies, but and documentaries and stuff. There's been times where I've binged on shit. I've binged on the World War II stuff, dudes storming D-Day and all that, the Vietnam stuff, and Korea, the Forgotten War, and the Persian Gulf, and all that. I've kind of had my periods where I've binged on all that stuff. And, I don't know, I guess. But anyway, after that digress, they were in a tank, and the Abrams tank, it's like run by a turbine. 5 miles, and you steer with like handlebars, and the tank driver is like laying down. It's not like in World War II or Vietnam where you're in a seat, with a clutch and a stick shift. It's like you're in this pristine, modern, machine, and you're the driver, and you got your loaders, back there, just boom, boom. I always thought that was kind of cool. These guys just chunk, 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 latch, boom, chunk, 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 and they're just back there busting their ass, fighting the war, and the driver's up there just making sure the tank's, in the best, safest position it can be in, maybe in combination with a battalion, and the commander's like, all right, roll forward or whatever. Like I said, at least that's how it's done in the movies. But he still has to have an idea what's going on, and you need to not be afraid of, whoa, commander, shut the fuck up. There's shit up there. There's a dude. There's a trap. There's landmines. Just everybody is trying to work together as a unit, except for maybe the loader. Who's just back there, chunk, 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 latch, boom, chunk, 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 latch. Just whatever. That is his role in life. He has no idea what's going on. At least that's what it looks like in the movies. But he's like the most appreciated guy, even though he's got the most boring job. It's like, load that shit, motherfucker, load that shit. He's got 2 in either arm, chunk, chunk, he's got it down to his system. Boom, kick the latch, boom, chunk, chunk, just hit that. Boom, lay this one down, chunk, chunk, latch, He's very efficient at his job, so he's kind of the man, even though he's kind of the unsung hero, because he knows when they're ready to fire, he's got that bitch loaded. But they ran over this guy's car, and they were like, if you don't want to follow the rules, you're supposed to, I don't know, not be smoking tobacco, then America's going to come in and hoorah, 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 and they ran over this dude's car and just annihilated it. And then the announcer guy, he had like this really serene, calming voice, and he's like, the guy was a taxi driver. and that was his taxi, and now he has no way to make a living and feed his kids. And they just show this flattened car, and there's these Americans driving off, spewing this big cloud of black smoke from their tank, which they weren't. I just said that for a fact. Playing, some rock and roll music from the 80s or whatever, just, That's just where my mind went, all from a simple field and sunshine.